One of the best guards in the 2015 class is headed to UConn. I'm Antonieta Collins with your ESPN headline. We're talking about Jalen Adams, who chose the Huskies over Louisville and Kansas. Let's bring in Adam Finkelstein, who covers college basketball recruiting for ESPN. Adams is the number 33 senior in ESPN 100. How big of a get is this for Kevin Ollie?
Well, I think it's a big one for a couple different reasons. One, it's another playmaking guard, which is the type of guy that UConn has historically really thrived with. And secondly, it's a local kid. You know, Jalen is from Massachusetts. Connecticut has always had a strong kind of has been a strong attraction to the kids in the New England area. So I think it's really a strong statement for them coming off the national championship that we're going to continue to bring in the best local players and also the ones who are going to be able to make the most immediate fit in our system.
So how do you think Adams will fit in UConn's system?
Well, I think he fits really well. I mean, that's what his words to me were. That was the biggest reason why he committed. I think there's a lot of correlation between the way that UConn operated under Jim Calhoun and the way that they are going to operate or have operated under Kevin Ollie. And I think that a lot of the AAU coaches in the area really identify with that, and so it trickles down to the players. And that's something that Jalen mentioned to me, is that UConn has historically been a guard-oriented team, and that they allow their guards to play with freedom. I do not think he wanted to go somewhere where they were going to have a lot of elaborate sets. I mean, Kevin Ollie's UConn teams run NBA-style sets, very similar to what Jim Calhoun's teams did, and essentially that means they're fairly quick and they're designed to allow their players opportunities to make plays, and that's an area where Jalen really thrives, and I think that's part of why he was so excited to pull the trigger early here.
Now, Adam, we also know that he's from the same Boston area as former Husky Shabazz Napier. Do you think they found the next Shabazz?
Well, I know that Jalen is hoping so. You know, that's something that he brought up to me. You know, UConn has been in really good shape with Jalen for a long time, but I think the thing that really clinched it was watching how successful Shabazz was, not only in the NCAA tournament run, but then also in the NBA draft. I mean, he was a guy who thought about not declaring a year ago, and all of a sudden he declares. He's not only is in the first round, but he's in the green room, and he's got LeBron James kind of publicly campaigning. So you really couldn't have more of a Storybrooke ending. And for a kid who's from Roxbury, just like Shabazz is, I think that was very appealing. And ultimately, I think that's really what pushed it over the edge. So I think Jalen would love nothing more than the opportunity to be the next Shabazz, and there's certainly plenty of similarities there. I think Jalen's more of a driver, where at the same stage Shabazz was a shooter, but they are both dynamic playmakers who have a chance to be very good.
Adam Finkelstein with the insight. For more on this story, you can read about it right here on ESPN.com. I'm Antonieta Collins with your ESPN headline.